It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS, brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. Good evening. It's January 31st, 2023, and we're here at the Portland Expo for tonight's boys basketball action between the Red Eddies of Edward Little and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt. Tori Bachman on camera for WPPS TV. Frank, this is a different year really for Edward Little than we're used to seeing. They're 4-10 and lost the last time that they played the Dogs.
Yeah, but they only lost by a point, Steve. That was the Kevin Ruger beer with three from the corner as time expired. Edward Little was in that game the entire way. They didn't let Portland pull away, and they were led in that contest by number 22, Landon Kugel, who had a double-double, as well as Marshall Adams, who led all scorers with 13 points. So look for Portland to try to close out on Adams and box out Kugel on the offensive glass.
And look for Eli St. Laurent and Kugel to score since they are the two leading scorers. However, that being said, St. Laurent was held to only 2 points in the last game. Portland does know how to contain teams' good players.
Yeah, I think that's one of the strengths of a Joe Russo team, particularly this team, is he has the personnel on the floor to be able to take away the opponent's best player. You have the long arms of Patia Donato, you have the physicality of Remy Giovanni, you have just the incredible athleticism and toughness of Kennedy Charles. They have three fantastic on-ball defenders that they can commit just one of those guys to the opponent's top player. They can really neutralize a player like St. Laurent, like we saw up in Auburn.
What do you see the Dogs doing on defense tonight?
I think defensively it'll be more of the same. It'll be in-your-face man-to-man, maybe a little bit of that 2-2-1 or 1-2-2 three-quarter court trap that's worked so well for them. If they can create turnovers and get some quick baskets off that, they may be able to kind of race out to a little bit of a lead. On the flip side, I think it's going to be zone from EL tonight.
Well, we'll bring you all of the action in a moment. We're ready for the tip-off as Landon Kugel will jump against Jesse Kamas.
Of course, the first meeting between these two teams, Steve, was that buzzer-beating shot by Kevin Ruger-Birwa to give the Dogs the win up in Auburn.
St. Laurent, the leading scorer on this Edward Little team, controls.
Portland's out in man-to-man.
Adams now, round the horn to Laurent. He's got Charles on him. Laurent takes it. Oh, and it comes out to Monday for the rebound.
Bulldogs held Eli St. Laurent to 2 points in that first matchup.
Inside, that's Kugel. Second leading scorer, and jump ball. Nice defense.
Yeah, good defensive possession there for the Bulldogs. They burn off about 40 seconds, and Jesse Kamas gets the block, creating the turnover.
So that's the first turnover of the game.
Edward Little out in man-to-man as well.
Here we go. Patia Donato. Inside, outside. Throws it up. Doesn't fall. The rebound to Kugel. Pushed up quickly by Edward Little. But just as quickly back are the Dogs. Remy Giovanni on Adow. And we have a steal. Kamas. Inside. Brady Tower with a move.
Last touch by the Dogs.
So we go the other way. No score yet. 6:41 left here in the first quarter. Oh, whoop. St. Laurent picks it up. Adams in the corner for three. You know, he can hit them. He's not having a hugely successful scoring year, but he gets the three there.
He is the Red Eddies' best shooter, and having him at the first here in this building is going to be key. We talk a lot about the Expo effect. Different shooting background.
Well, over the last several games, he's averaging about 12 a game. Kamas is blocked once, reverses up and in.
Yeah, nice work to stay with the ball there by Jesse Kamas. And a little bit of man-to-man pressure here from Portland.
So it's 3-2 Red Eddies. Two teams in different directions this year.
Nice steal by Wani.
Here comes Wani. Up and in. So it's a 4-3 lead for the Dogs with 5:45 left in the first quarter. St. Laurent inside. Ball, well, we'll see if a jump ball. That should be Edward Little's ball.
Yeah, good, nice quick hands there by Kennedy Charles. Here's the inbound, Monday, to the paint. Kugel, left hand, no good, rebound Camus, Dogs are on the run.
Here we go. Camus is having a game of it early. Toer to Remy Jowani, inside for two.
Yeah, he's been the straw that stirs the drink, Steve. When Remy Jowani can get going, good things can happen.
And now coming the other way, St. Laurent. Well, he's in a little trouble with the Charles right now. Over to Kugel. Boom. That is going to be an Edward Little turnover. So 6-3 with 4:48 left here in the first quarter. The Dogs are in front. Brady Toer now will inbound to Kennedy Charles, back to Toer. Toer will bring it over half court. No pressure here. He has Edow on him. Remy Jowani with St. Laurent on him goes for the three, and he is feeling it tonight.
And Steve, not to state the obvious, but it feels like Remy Jowani has to touch the ball in every possession. If you're Portland High, that's got to be your mission. If you have a possession that ends in something aside from a layup or the ball doesn't go into his hands, you're really kind of letting something go offensively.
The way it's going, Toro comes up with it, and yet another turnover. This time, Patia Donato for two. We're going to have an Edward Little takeout. We're going to timeout. We're going to take one, too. 4:10 left, 11-3, Dogs in front. And here we go.
That little 2-2-1 three-quarter court look from Portland.
Whatever works. Over half court.
Again, nice quick hands there and a takeaway.
Charles with the steal. Well, he did what he could, but there's Donato underneath. So firing on all cylinders now, the Dogs take a double-digit 10-point lead. 13-3, 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Portland sticking with that tight man-to-man. Wow.
Monster block by Patia Donato.
And again, good on-ball pressure by Toer there. Adams was trying to get away from Brady, put it up. Patia wasn't having any of that.
TJ Kramars will check in for Edward Little, and Drew Veyu and Sam Esposito will check in for Remy Jowani and Jesse Camus. Both have had some good minutes in the last couple of games. Sam Esposito having 7 points in the last game, his season high.
That ball's dead right there. A good look. Coaching staff wanted to travel. We're going to have an off-ball foul. Are we going to count the bucket? I don't know what we got going on here, Steve.
Well,
a two-pointer good for Kramers.
It looked like three, but clearly they can see it more than we can. The score keeper has scored it as a three-pointer.
And it was definitely a two, as you saw the official go to the table, hold up two fingers, and put his...
That's right. So they have to fix that.
Finger down. Yeah, and is corrected on the scoreboard. Did not hear who the foul was on, though.
Well, we'll have to check that out maybe at halftime, Frank. You have enough connections?
I'm sure Cameron Rumo will let me know.
Donato inside, hang time. Sam Esposito fouled on the way up.
Yeah, waited for Esposito to stick with that ball. It's going to be a foul on Kramars. And free throws coming up for Espo.
And substitution for Edward Little as Tuda Monday is going to take a seat, and Maiwan Ding is going to replace him. Close to the basket, next to Patia Donato. Here is Esposito. He hits 1 of 2. He gives the Dogs a 9-point lead again, 14-5 with 2:40 left in the first quarter. Adams from the other side is fouled.
Yeah, Tower just kind of ran into him. That's going to be a 3-shot foul. So Brady Tower with the first foul on the Bulldogs. It may be a costly one. Got to give that shooter space to land.
We have a couple of Dogs set to check in. Kevin Rugabira and Pepito Garamgisha. Well, again, a little uncharacteristic for Adams. We have there's 2 more shots, so the substitutes will come in after the second one. Adams will hit that.
Marshall Adams, of course, Edward coach Mike Adams' son. Sophomore guard, very good shooter. Junior guard, that is.
Mike Adams has been involved in hoop camp, so 2 out of 3. And you would expect his son to be just as good as he is. His dad certainly knows the game. Here's Esposito now.
2-3 zone here from EL.
A hand on it for Mars. Now Remy Jowani is going to come in for Juveyu. Let's see.
Well, you got 3 guys going to the bench and 1 guy coming in. So
it was for Patia Donato.
It is for Patia Donato. Can't play with 2 out there. So here you go, Steve. Against the zone, I feel like this is imperative really to get that ball into Remy Joe's hands a couple times. If they're skipping the ball out, reversing, make sure he's involved.
Remy Jowani, the long 3, it doesn't fall, but Feyu fights hard for that rebound. And you got to have that big guy doing that. Nice job. And he's going to go for the 3. That doesn't fall.
Yeah, nice fight there by Rugabira. We're going to have a jump ball, arrow to the Bulldogs.
The rebound to Marshall Adams, but tied up pretty quickly, as Kennedy Charles is going to replace Kevin Rugabira. If it's that quick, and you see Coach Russo talking with him, he clearly had a design for Kevin in that sequence that did not take place.
Yeah, or whatever the zone offense he was running, Kevin may not have been in the right spot. Just sit him down, a little instruction, get him back in.
Remy Jowani now over to Kennedy Charles. The long 3 for Wani doesn't fall, and once again Adams with a rebound, and almost tied up again. Instead, St. Laurent has it. Kugel out of bounds. Ding.
Returning for number 14, Patia Donato.
Now Patia Donato will check in for number 14, Patia Donato will check in. Garamgisha will bring it over half court.
That little high-low look here against the zone. Now it's Remy Joe filling.
Cross court to Patia. Ooh, thought he was going to take it. Instead, Remy Joe. It's really interesting, the 2-3 here, and you can see how they're trying to develop an opportunity.
Yeah, kind of working into that 4-hole by the foul line. Everybody's kind of stepping in. Pass, rotate through.
Charles to Esposito. The idea was there, but you have to have sure hands because you have to have some crisp passing here. Lonnie was beyond the NBA 3. There's no shot clock, so good defense, but there's no hurry.
Yeah, no need to force a bad shot here. Good inside out look.
Kugel with the rebound.
And nice defensive possession there from Edward Little. And they'll have the opportunity to take the last shot here.
Score is 14-7. We have 9 seconds left. A block by Donato. He is on fire tonight.
And
Here's Kennedy
Charles.
Charles. What a move! But it did not fall. Kugel gets the rebound before the buzzer. It's 14-7. We'll bring you second quarter action in a moment. So we are back with second quarter action, and we noticed something rather interesting at the end of the first quarter, Frank.
Yeah, clean slate so far for the Bulldogs in the turnover column.
5 for Edward Little, by my count.
Got one up on you, Steve, with 6.
And we'll go with that. I always defer to you.
May not be the best decision.
Another foul on Toer, who comes in quickly and gets another one.
His second, team second.
So it's going to be just that quick. He's going to have to take a seat. Kevin Pepito Garamgisha is going to check in for him. We have a foul.
We'll see. This should be on Remy Giovanni. A foul before the inbound.
So the referees are clearly making a statement here that they do not want to see any sort of aggressive play, but
Portland's trying to play a little 2-3 here on the inbound.
Charles skies for that rebound, as he does so often. Quickly down court, here's Petit Donato inside. Doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Thomas is hit, but it's going to go out off of him.
They couldn't quite grab that rebound. You know, it was the right idea there, Steve. You know, run back on the zone team before they can set it up, but you got to be able to convert. Here's a 2-2-1 look again, three-quarter court from Portland. Long three.
Thomas with the rebound. Gets it over to Garamgisha as Kevin Rugabira gets set to check in. Kennedy Charles on the right side. Thomas. Pepito. Donato. Remy Giovanni jumps.
Short.
Very short, but nice heads-up play by Petit Donato, who's inside. One pass.
There it is.
To Thomas. So Portland really crashing the boards. They've got at least 4 offensive rebounds so far. Here's St. Laurent. Boy, they have contained him well. And we'll have a jump ball. They contained him well in the first game, too, because he only had 2 points in that game.
Yeah, Portland with that swarming defense causes another turnover.
Substitution number 1, Kevin Rugabira.
He's averaging about more than 12 points a game. So, again, Portland knowing how to contain the good players.
Yeah, and really, they just have a really deep arsenal of on-ball defenders, Steve, whether it's Kennedy Charles, Remy Giovanni, Petit Donato. Any of those guys could guard the opponent's best player and do it effectively.
Oops, a little too high. That will be the first turnover. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
16-7 is the score here with 5:43 left in the first half. It took that long for Portland to have a turnover. They are controlling the ball well tonight. Rugabira does check in. And now St. Laurent has the ball.
Yeah, there's that zone three-quarter court again.
Kugel open. Cross court all the way to Adams. Some ball movement there. And St. Laurent stops, falls away. Rugabira with the rebound.
Yeah, and again, looking to push before they can set up that zone.
Here comes Remy Joe. Underneath and in.
Strong take there. Heads up play by Remy Giovanni, gets the 2.
The trap. And again, Adao once again pushing it over. Getting it to Kugel on the right side. And close to out of bounds, but...
Yeah, we have a foul. I think it'll be on Camus on the reach. We'll see.
Correct you are.
Both fouls on number 24, Jesse Camus.
St. Laurent to inbound. I almost thought that was going to be stolen. Oh, that's a beautiful pass inside. Yep. Patience.
Well, I think they missed a foul on that one, but landed Kugel, right man at the right time, rebounded to 2. He had a double-double in that first game.
It's 18-9 right now. So the Dogs lead by 9. There's 4:20 left in the first half. Giovanni for 3. Like butter, he hits double figures with 12 points on that shot. 3 on making the 3 makes 12 points for him.
You know, Steve, you almost got to wonder if Coach Russo might have had the when you get it, shoot it conversation. You know, there is one player on this team that can afford to be offensively selfish.
Kugel answers with 2. 22-11, an 11-point lead for the Dogs. 3:45 left here in the first half. The deep 3 does not fall, but Camus with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, good crash by EL there to strip it away from him.
That'll be the second turnover for the Dogs.
Wide
for
open.
The 3, St. Laurent. Watch out for him. We're going to have a Portland timeout with 3:19 left in the first half. 21-14, the Eddies have brought it to within 7. We are back. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt on WPPS TV3. Peter Gamgisha gets the ball from Remy Giovanni. He'll take it over half court. The 2-3 zone is already set. James Johnson in for the Dogs. There's the open look right there to Gamgisha. Why not?
Nice ball movement by Portland. Find the open man. Reverse against the zone. Gamgisha knocks it down.
Last was a 3 by Jeremy Gusha.
Here's Kugel. Oh, he tries to find Adams. He forced that. It is stolen, but we'll have a jump ball.
Yep, arrow to the Eddies. And I think we have a bench warning. There's Coach Russo getting into it with official Watson here.
Well, the long 3 doesn't fall, but Kugel gives them another chance. St. Laurent is off. And yet another chance. Pepito comes up with that rebound. Giovanni. Johnson for the 3. Over everything, and Marshall Adams will rebound. Here's St. Laurent. He's got Johnson on him. Tries to lean into the foul. Here's Kugel.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice defense there by Remy Giovanni. On ball, in the right position to pick up the rebound, too.
And Esposito had a hand on it. Didn't hurt things any. 10-point lead for the Dogs right now. 24-14 inside. Stolen.
Tuda Monday got a hand in that pass.
Travel. Traveled. So I have about 8 turnovers for the Red Eddies, 3 for Portland.
That squares my numbers.
It's been a while since the Dogs have really had that kind of a disparity in turnovers. They've done well tonight capitalizing on the turnovers.
Turn some of those into fast break points. 10-point lead here. Last 2 minutes of the first half. I'm sure they'd like to see if they can stretch that with a couple good possessions here.
Johnson with the ball beyond the NBA 3. Gamgisha, he's going to get it back to Johnson. We'll see what happens here. His
nice
Wani open.
Yeah, inside out. That's what you want.
It didn't happen, but he made every effort to get it there. The rebound to Monday. 1 minute, 5 seconds left. We have an offensive
I think it'll be on
foul.
St. Laurent on the moving screen. And now Coach Adams wants an explanation.
And he gets it. And he understands it.
Vayu and Camus check back in for Donato and Esposito.
What is the effect of the warning on the bench? Does the coach have to remain seated?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure if it was exactly to Joe. Could have been to a player. Could have been because of a coach. A variety of things. Coach Russo was a little fiery with the official, but again, maybe just a warning that hey, here's the direction we're going in. We're going to have to take control of the game.
Graham Gisha to Wani.
But either way, it's better than just banging him with a quick tactical.
Absolutely, and very good point. Very well taken. Vayu.
There's too much holding the ball here. Snap the passes and move here against the 2-3.
Yeah, unless they've been asked to hold it out or something, they got 19 seconds. We've got 9 seconds left. Wani slips.
Oh boy.
Camus, yeah.
That's going to do it. Not the best position to end the half.
No, and I think that Coach Russo is going to have something to say about that in the locker room. It's 24-14. We'll join you in a moment. So, Frank, at halftime, the Dogs have a 10-point lead on the strength of 12 points by Remy Jowani.
He's the best player on the floor, Steve. He's the best player on the floor. Most of the nights the Dogs take the court, and I'm just glad to see that Portland's trying to get him more involved in the offense. It has to flow through his hands. He has to touch the ball regularly, and if that happens, he has the ability to pour in the points as we've seen tonight.
Edward Little is led by Marshall Adams with 5 points, Landon Kugel with 4, Eli St. Laurent with 3, TJ Kamars with 2, but you can never be complacent with a team like Edward Little. They have good scorers, good players, good shooters.
And they're well coached. We saw that adjustment to the zone. That kind of gave Portland some fits in the half-court game. I'd expect to see more of that 2-3. Portland's really still struggling to get into a good zone offense and find good shots out of that zone offense.
Folks, we're going to bring you second half action in a moment. We are ready for second half action. Frank, it's a 10-point lead for the Dogs. Remy Jowani's going to take it in, and we'll see if they have that, continue with that 2-3 zone that works so well that you called.
And it looks like a 1-3-1 here, so a little adjustment from Coach Adams at halftime. Odd front might be a little bit of different look from the zone offense. That is the defense that gave Portland fits against Lewiston.
Charles for the 3. Donato doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Monday.
So possession 1 goes to Coach Adams.
And out. With a man defense here. High off the glass, but Donato with the rebound.
Nice hedge there by Jesse Camus, and way to run the floor by Camus.
Yeah, but he was run into actually by his own player.
And there'll be a subsequent foul. Will be on Adams, his first. Eddie's first. Very lightly called first half, Steve. There's only 3 team fouls for Edward Little and 4 for Portland. Camus with a chance to extend the lead here.
He's been right on the money with his free throws this year.
We say it all the time, Steve. A big man who can hit foul shots becomes a very dangerous player. A big man who can run the floor and hit foul shots becomes a superstar.
That's his 6 points of the night. It's a 12-point Portland lead, 26-14, just a minute into the third quarter.
There's that zone press again. 2-2-1.
Over.
Charles just a half beat late on the read there.
Yeah. Oh, a block. Ooh. Wow, a block by Wani?
And they're going to say, I'm not sure where he got him, Steve. Unless he clipped his knee with his foot going by.
Foul on Portland, number 10, Remy Jowani.
But now we'll have 3 more foul shots from Marshall Adams. outside our camera angle, but Coach Russo just, hand on his head, apoplectic, to use your term.
Well, it's going to be interesting to actually watch this replay and, really rewind and take a look, which is something we don't really have replay.
I mean, it seemed to me, Steve, like there was so much space that he created, and he didn't really land in Adams' shooting space because he went by him.
But Adams does it the hard way, sinking 3 in a row.
That EL back to 2-3.
Remy Giovanni. 26-17 is the score. 6.5 left here in the third quarter. Here's Charles. Pushed around to Wani. He's going to drive, and he's going to float it in.
Nice take.
14 points on the night for Remy Giovanni. Oh, he's worked his way into being the leading scorer on this team.
Yep, deflection creates the turnover.
Another steal there by Charles. Inside to Donato.
He'll be fouled.
Wow. He'll be shooting 2.
Foul on the Dow. Just kind of quipped him underneath a little bit.
Number 11, Mohamed Nadal, his first. Donato at the line.
Donato no good on the first.
Couple of substitutes here, as Kramars and Ding will replace Adow and Monday on a Tuesday. I just had to say that.
Been saving that one all night.
They say Monday, can't trust that day. That's Patia Donato. Monday, a fine player. He scored 6 against the Dogs. He's got double figures in several games this year for Edward
Another
Little.
steal.
Donato inside, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to shoot 2.
I looked like he was going up for the dunk there, and you saw his teammates get off the bench in anticipation.
That's Kugel. That's his first. Well, Patia, not like him to throw up bricks from the charity stripe. But he does that time, but Kamas with the offensive rebound, and he's fouled.
Another foul on Kugel. So Kamas was one of my personal pet peeves, Steve. He brought the ball down, but was able to draw the foul going back up.
A little foul, number 22, Landon Kugel, his second person.
He's got to play more 21 with the Schwartz boys, where you have to pat it back in or something on the rebound.
Yeah.
Drew Vayu comes in, and he'll replace Patia Donato.
In for Donato.
Coach Russo's still sitting. I have to wonder if that warning was not just to him, but, maybe to him. But you've got to sit, and they won't let any of the other assistants stand. So
I don't know. I'm not.
Maybe he just feels like sitting.
It could be. Oh, great steal there by Wani, and he's fouled.
Is absolutely fouled by Kramars. And in fairness to Kramars, I mean, Wani ran into him, but he wasn't trying to hurt him. And probably prevented a basket.
Yep, so not a bad foul.
31-17, 5.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Tower with the ball.
Yep, also gave Edward Little a chance to set up the 2-3.
Yep, point well taken. Again. Charles to Vayu. Vayu fakes. Looks. Gets it to Wani. Goes in and cuts. Thomas comes out.
Yeah, Tower very active behind that zone.
Tower with a behind-the-back pass. Vayu is open. Does not fall, but Thomas fights.
And he'll be fouled.
Oh, my goodness.
Kugel on a reach, his third.
Three quick fouls for Kugel, and Mike Adams is going to substitute for him. He's going to put in 2 to Monday. Kugel, a very important player, with only 4 points so far tonight, though, but at least 6 rebounds.
Yeah, now the Eddies giving up a lot of size to Portland. We'll see if they stick with that zone. And they do.
Here's Vayu.
There's Portland rotating through the high post. I'm going to say that Camus deflected it out of bounds.
So it'll be Edward Little ball as Portland sets up. Will you call that a 3? What do you call that? Just a press, right?
Yeah, a little 1-2-2 3-quarter court. A nice read there by Camus.
Camus looks inside with a pass.
Beautiful pass.
He gets the steal. He gets the assist. What a great play by Jesse Camus. The basket brought home by Remy Jowani, 33-17. And Edward Little is harried right now. And Brady put it off the leg of the running Edward Little player.
And I think we're going to have an Edward Little timeout.
And we'll take one, too, with 3:48 left in the third quarter, and the Dogs up 33-17. We are back. Steve Schwartz and Frank Meyer for WPPS TV3, bringing you Portland boys basketball action all season long. Here's Toer. Charles behind the double screen. And the rebound, Sam Esposito, and he goes back up with it. And it will remain Portland ball.
Yeah, off St. Laurent.
So Esposito, when he's been in the game, has had offensive rebounds. He's got at least a couple tonight.
Nice
Here's
work.
Remy Jowani wide open. It doesn't fall, though, and the rebound will come to Mohamed Adow. Now over to St. Laurent, over half court. Dogs on a man-to-man defense. Kugel with the bucket.
Yep, and they'll be fouled by Esposito. Chance for a three-point play.
Be Sam's first. The team's second to 6 for the Red Eddies. So.
Yeah, everyone kind of had that fouling flurry under their own basket. Three-point play for Kugel.
Gives him 7 on the night. I'm looking down, I'm seeing Brady Toer's mom with a pile of pizzas for the team after the game. Here's Wani. In the corner, Sam Esposito for
three.
So an important bucket for him. 36-20 is the score. Here's Kugel inside. He's posting up. Kicks it back out to St. Laurent. It doesn't fall. The rebound comes to Kramars. Back over to Adams, inside to Kugel. And rebound by Sam Esposito.
And he throws it away, though. Steal by St. Laurent.
Yep.
And another foul.
So a little bit of a turn of events. I'm not sure that Portland has broken 5 turnovers yet. They've got 4.
4 by my count. Could be off by 1 or 2, but
I have 11 for Edward Little.
I've got 14 for them. Inexact science of counting turnovers.
Well, I'm going with you. St. Laurent with only his 4th point of the evening. Portland has some wholesale changes as Camus Donato and Guillaume Guicha check in. Vayu and Charles will round out this 5. St. Laurent converts on both. Here is Pepito over half court. Charles, he's got Jesse Kamas posting. He's got Patia Donato coming out to get the ball. Guillaume Guicha with a 3. And we have a jump ball.
Coach Russo's not happy with that one, and I don't blame him. I mean, it looked like, to me at least, that Kibas had the ball and Kugel had his arm. And it's 2-2-1 with the trap.
Adao with the ball, gets it to St. Laurent. He's going to get it over quickly. And there's St. Laurent with the 3.
Yeah, nice work by St. Laurent to set his feet and get that shot off.
So he's got 5 points here in this quarter, and it becomes an 11-point Portland lead now with a minute and a half left in the third quarter. 36-25, a low-scoring affair, usually favoring the Dogs. In the corner is Vayu.
Short.
That's off. Kugel with yet another rebound. 7 by my count, maybe 8 actually by my count. Well, how much
jump
more
ball.
you can tie it up, but it was a jump ball, and it will be Portland's ball.
Yeah, St. Laurent got the worst end of the final result.
Coach Adams not happy with that. Remy Jowani will replace Drew Vayu. The only thing I miss being up here is not being able to hear the banter of the coaches to the referees.
Sometimes you don't want to hear it, though.
Well, there's a point to be made there. And to the players, by the way. Very interesting.
Eddies have switched to man-to-man in the last couple possessions.
Donato inside. The rebound, Kramars.
A big possession here if you're Edward Whittle.
You can bring it down to single-digit lead. St. Laurent inside.
Nice work by Kamas. He got a finger on the ball. They end up deflecting back off St. Laurent. Another Edward Whittle turnover. Brings him to 15. And I think we'll have a bench warning on Coach Adams.
Wow. These officials are not putting up with much. Kennedy Charles has Guillaume Guicha. Guillaume Guicha at the foul line. Remy Jowani brings it back out. He's got St. Laurent on him. Boy, he really just get the feeling that Wani can do what he wants.
Ooh. St. Laurent's not happy. That's going to be a foul on him. I thought he had a fantastic defensive possession. When I heard the whistle, Steve, I assumed it was going to be a 5-second call. That will be 7 on Edward Whittle. So Portland in the bonus, 1-1 for Remy Joe.
The fans are furious on the Edward Little side.
'19th point for Remy Jowani. Oh, sorry, 17th. That's why I'm an English teacher, Steve.
Make it 18 for him.
Full court man here for Portland.
Adao over half court quickly. Throws it up at the buzzer. A gallant effort. 38-25 heading into the fourth quarter. We're back for the final 8 minutes of regulation in this game with the Dogs up 38-25. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. Here's Adao to inbound. St. Laurent.
Oh, they can have a reach there.
Ooh, he's not happy.
I'm not sure. This is on Charles. I figured it might have been on Donato on the swipe. But first foul on Kennedy Charles.
Jesse Kamas will come in for him. I think, he reacted kind of angrily and maybe justified, maybe not. But I think Coach has him sit and just take a minute here to gather himself. Adams inside to Kugel. I don't get that. Toer with the nice hands there.
Yep.
It'll remain Edward Little ball.
Nice read.
But, Kugel was inside. Now, he's got Kamas on him. It looked like he was open.
I think it was just about moving the ball. You never know what that exact inbound play is. It might be something to open up a ball reversal.
Yep. Kugel inside again. This time he fights hard. He puts Kamas on the floor, and we have a jump ball. That's interesting.
Arrow to Portland. Seems like a lot of jump balls tonight, Steve.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Teams kind of scrapping, getting their hands on each other and on the ball. That's 6 if my count's right. A lot of tie-ups.
Toer over half court. Petit Donato off his foot, but he retains control. Toer inside. What a beautiful pass. He is on fire with his passes tonight.
That nice conversion by Kamas for 2.
Not just assisting, but doing it with flair. Yeah, we'll have a foul on either Kamas or the reach on Garam-Gisha. We'll see.
And it'll be Garam-Gisha. Coach Adams will be taking a timeout, 30 seconds.
Yeah, and we'll take one too with 7:03 left, 40-25. So it seemed like that 30-second timeout was more like 2 minutes. Of course, you can't tell on our viewing audience. We don't really take a break.
Must have been a 60-second timeout then.
Yeah, that could be. St. Laurent with another point. One more and he'll hit double figures, and he does. He has 10 points on the game. So a significantly better game than the last one he had against the Dogs.
Yeah, but only 2 field goals, though. A lot of his work coming from the foul line. But Portland's still dedicating a lot of defensive pressure to him.
And those 2 field goals, both 3-pointers. Here is Toer. He had Kamas cutting,
nice
and Kamas that comes out for the 3.
They didn't call it, but they're going to count it.
Yeah, but they're going to count it as 2.
Yeah, foot on the line, I think.
Here comes Adao. St. Laurent with Charles on him inside to Kugel.
Yeah, quick hands there by Jesse Kamas. We've seen him do that a lot. The big man puts the ball on the floor.
I'm just going to say this. To me, that was Brady Toer with eyes in the back of his head.
Good reaction to the deflection there. But yet another jump ball.
He had a very, very good court awareness there and ball awareness. Adao. Kugel at the line. Adao's going to shoot the 3. Doesn't fall. Petit Donato, and he's fouled by Kramars. Could be his 3rd.
Yep, that's what I have.
There's a little foul. Number 35, DJ Kramars, his 3rd personal.
8 fouls on the Eddies.
Only 5 on the Dogs. They have another foul to give, whereas the Red Eddies, after the next foul, will put the Dogs at the line for 2 shots on the double bonus. Patia just not feeling it from the line tonight. Marshall Adams with the rebound. Over half court, St. Laurent, Adao with Wani on him. Well, we have an off-ball foul.
That would be on Brady Toer.
Going forward, fouls on number 3, Brady Toer. His 3rd.
So Eli St. Laurent to inbound to Muhammad Adao. Back to St. Laurent, who's got Charles on him.
Nice look for Adams.
It was. And
that's deflected off Toer.
Good effort there by Brady. Kevin Rugabira will check in for Tia Donato.
In for Donato.
Looks like
Another off-ball foul.
yeah.
Things really tightening up here. That'll be on Kamas. His second, I believe. And he'll be shooting 1-1.
Number 24, Jesse Thomas. And they Google at the line.
I don't know what Coach Russo's saying, but he's
He's telling Kamas not to grab Kugel's jersey.
I mean, quite frankly, it seems like Coach Russo is enjoying this game. I mean, he has talked about, the opportunity to sometimes have a game where it's not so tight. Most of the Dogs games this year have been pretty tight, including the last one they played against the Red Eddies, as you said at the beginning. One at the last second, really. This is an easier time of it, this game.
Well, it's still not in blowout territory yet.
No, although Kevin Rugabira does his part with a 3. Makes it a 45-28 lead. St. Laurent, Promars inside.
And that nice defense there by Jesse Kamas, playing straight up. A good pass by Tower, layup for Kennedy Charles.
I am just so impressed with the play today of Brady Tower, those assists. Shooting 2, we'll see who it's going to be on. It looks like maybe
It'll be Rugabira. Kevin's first. 8th for the Dogs.
47-28 is the score, folks. The Dogs in front with 4.5 minutes left here in this game. Tia Donato will come in for Kennedy Charles, and Kevin Rugabira will step back. Kugel fights hard underneath, and he's fouled.
I think it'll be on Remy Joe-Wani on the reach. Nope. It'll be on Kamas.
That's his third.
Jesse Thomas, his third personal.
Kamas is going to
I think you get
come off.
chopped in the face, a little bit of blood.
Fair enough. Guillaume Guiche is going to check in for him. Kevin Rugabira has a couple of friendly words, and they are friendly, with the referee. Kugel hits the first. No, big guy who can hit foul shots. So it becomes a 17-point lead, 47-30, 4.5 left here. Tower to the side. Guillaume Guiche. Remy Joe-Wani gives the Dogs new life. Promars with the rebound. Quickly over half court. Adams in the corner. Doesn't fall. Tia Donato with the ball. It's 2-on-1. We have a blocking foul.
Yeah, that'll be on number 11, Muhammad Adow. His second, Eddie's 9th.
Dogs will be with this 1-and-1. We'll have a timeout. The scoreboard is a little bit, here we go, 3:49 left. 47-30 is the score. We'll be back. So at the line, Tia Donato shooting 2.
He's been ice cold from the line here in the second half.
Well, I think
1 of 5.
Yeah.
And 1 of 6.
He'll be shooting foul shots in practice. They're going to need him in the stretch hitting shots.
He's a player who will be touching the ball in big situations, too.
He gets the feel for 1 of 2. His 6th point of the night. He's the 2nd leading scorer on the team, just under 10 points a game. Adow. Graham Gisha on him. Wow, St. Laurent doesn't fall for him.
Looked at a good angle, too.
Wani with the rebound. Rugabira inside. Well, he had the good look there. The rebound is Eli St. Laurent's. 3 minutes left, folks. Comfortable lead for the Dogs. 18 points, 48-30. Inside to Kugel.
Nice pass, nice backdoor cut there.
That young man impresses. He's got 10 points on the game now, too. Double figures.
Nope.
Adow with the rebound. Here's St. Laurent to Adams. Stops. He's in a little bit of trouble. Kugel. Adow.
Thrown away.
I think he's a little bit upset with himself there as Sam Esposito and
That's the Angel Oriana.
And Angel Oriana will check in. .210 left. As I've said before, that was our checkout time at Deering High School. I don't forget 2:10.
Now, we were 2:16 when I was at Chevrolet. Not 2:15, 2:16.
Yeah. Oriana in and out, but Rugabira with the rebound and the putback. 5 points for Kevin, 1:46 left. 50-32. Eddie Antonio set to check in for the Dogs. Adow with some moves, and he's fouled by Pepito Garamgisha.
Yeah, an important one over the limit. So 2 shots for Mohamed Adow.
Eddie Antonio and Hayden Bachman set to check in for the Dogs.
And it looks like a line change for the Red Eddies.
And we'll have Tyler Turcotte. We'll have Owen Galway. We'll have Joey Shea coming in. We wonder if that is related, that young man is related to the great John Shea.
I think he is the 3rd Shea brother. His older brothers, Darby and John.
Number 30 is Connor Turcotte, who's in as well. Eddie Antonio over half court to Pepito Garamgisha. Ariana inside. Why not? In and out though, but he's going to shoot 2.
Foul on Shea, so Angel Oriana, chance to go to the line here.
1:22 left, folks. 50-33 is the score. The Dogs have won it.
Back iron on the first.
See if Angel can get on the board. Not this time. The rebound comes to number 14, David Tunga, also in. And here is Turcotte now over half court. He's got Antonio on him. Shea inside. That was a nifty pass, but could not be handled by Turcotte.
number 21, Connor Irish.
Sam Esposito set to check in, probably for Kevin Rugabira.
And a good call, Coach. As Rugabira will take a seat. Coach Russo using the entire bench on this relatively comfortable win over the Eddies.
Yeah, Bachman posting up behind under the basket. Antonio.
Wow.
Athletic. For two. Inside.
Yeah, nice block by Bachman.
He gets it to Antonio. We're on the break. And Garam Geisha brings it home. That was all started by Hayden Bachman and his block.
Absolutely. Great turnover. Way to stay with the ball there.
The long three.
Short.
Antonio gets it. Oriana fakes. Woo!
Short. And Bachman.
And Bachman for two. So Bachman comes in and gives the Dogs some good minutes. And that's going to end it 56-33. The Dogs win. A resounding victory tonight for the Portland Bulldogs. As the team shake hands, Frank and I will be back to wrap up in just a moment. So, Frank, the Dogs with a comfortable 23-point victory tonight, 56-33, on the strength of 18 points by Remy Giovanni and 12 for Jesse Kamas.
And those players really split those points up by half, Steve. It was Remy Giovanni right off the tap, 12 points in the first half. He kind of cooled in the second half with only 6. On the flip side, Jesse Kamas, 4 points in the first half. He came on strong with 8 in the second half, including being perfect from the foul line. Those two players really led the Dogs tonight, and I think they, in my eyes, they're the two best offensive players Coach Russo has to deal with.
Patia Donato, who is the second leading scorer on the team overall this year, rather quiet night with 6 points, but he did have 8 rebounds. Jesse Kamas with about 8 rebounds, including 4 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and we saw Edward Little go into that zone. Those offensive rebounds just become a little more available when teams play zone. It's hard to box out, hard to control the glass as a zone team, so Portland certainly took advantage of that.
And Edward Little was led tonight by Landon Kugel with 12 points. Eli St. Laurent, who is their leading scorer, with 10. And 8 points for Marshall Adams tonight with a three-pointer. Landon Kugel, of course, with a gaggle of rebounds. We have him with about 8, including several offensive rebounds. But tonight, a very comfortable, as we said, victory for the Bulldogs. And next, it's on to Deering.
Yeah, and they'll have a full 7-day layoff. You know, I think the way the schedule was built was to accommodate some snow days. There is no game this Friday, no game over the weekend, so a chance for Coach Russo to kind of recharge the legs and kind of reset for those last 2 games, rivalry games against the Deering Rams and South Portland Red Riots.
And then it'll be on to the playoffs. This is Steve Schwartz for Frank Myatt, Tori Bachman for WPPS TV3, saying so long from the Portland Expo, where tonight the Dogs are victorious. Good night.